A lot of folks hail the E39 M5 as kind of a hero car in the BMW lineup, but the reality is most of the people who are owning them, buying them, whatever, are buying them to drive them. So I'm just going to show you what it's like to commute in the M5 with this S62 4.94 liter V8. Anyway, you guys can all tout that in the comments. Getting very cold out here in Boston, and I'm sure I'm getting lots of funky looks from the folks over at that loading dock, because part of the YouTube game is walking around with a camera, part of the POV game is walking around with a camera on your face. An ECS sticker on the back of that Mini Cooper. Must wait forever for their parts. That's why I use FCP Euro, because they come quickly. We'll get out of his way. Turn on our angel eyes. So when you turn on the parking lights, that's going to enable us to also have on our fog lights, which I like, because then I don't have to burn out my headlights. And also, those are self-leveling. That's a system that does brake. These have not broken yet, because I still only have under 80,000 miles on the car. But unless I need to use them, I don't put them on. You know, obviously if it's dark I put them on, but if it's this kind and I want to just be, if it's this time of day and I just want to be visible, I'll toss on the fog lights and the angel eyes instead. Cruise control on this is wheel mounted, so pretty simple. I prefer the toggle thing that is on newer BMWs, and like on the side of the wheel. I think it's more intuitive. This, you know, off the top of my head, my finger doesn't know exactly what buttons are what, especially because I don't drive this car very often. I'm sure if you did all the time, it would be pretty normal, but for me, I still have to look. And fuel economy in the M5 is actually not bad, especially if you're kind of keeping it at 80 or below. It'll, you know, you could honestly milk out anywhere between 22 and 24 miles per gallon in this car, and you've got a 20-gallon tank, so range is pretty good. This is a nice commuter, whereas, you know, that's pretty average for, especially an SUV. You'd be begging to get 24 miles per gallon. So back in the day, this certainly was gas guzzler taxed, but you know, 24 miles per gallon is nothing to scoff at if you're being gentle with it. If you're not, it'll use fuel. I mean, it's almost a 5-liter V8. It'll certainly drain as much as you want it to. Turn traction off, or turn cruise control off. Speaking of traction control, that's this DSC button down here. It is terrible traction control system in the sense that it is either on or off. The newer traction control systems in modern cars allow for some slip. This car will just cut power very quickly. If you're in any kind of performance driving situation where you think you might slip the wheels, even a hair, you're gonna just want to turn that off. The car is super predictable and easy to drive, and it's got a fairly long wheelbase. So when it does start to kick out on you, it's not scary. It's very progressive. Not that I would recommend you go do that, and if you don't have experience, you should practice. The M5 does have quite a bit of presence on the road, and I do notice folks do get out of your way in it more than other cars. I don't know why that is. I think it just has like a handsome, stern face. So when people see those angel eyes in the mirror, they'll get out of your way. Suspension is great on the highway. That's what this was designed for. And having an 18-inch wheel with a little bit of sidewall also makes for a fairly relaxing and I'm not jumping around looking away from potholes or anything. Obviously I don't want to hit them, but I don't feel every crack in the road like I would on what, everyone seems to put 19, 20-inch wheels on everything. You look at a Civic Type R that comes with a 20-inch wheel standard, it's just way too big. There's certainly still some wind noise in the car, so it's not completely silent. You are fairly well insulated from the elements, but you do hear wind, you hear noise. I guess he'll just be enjoying that left lane. SVT lighting. This is why we need dash cams. I think I've hit every green light on this stretch of road in my entire life. In fact, I was planning on ending the video at a red light here, but wow, that's never happened. Well, that is the commute in an E39 M5. I know this is maybe not the most exciting video in the world for everyone, but the reality is this is how people use the car, and they're really good at it. That's why you see so many E39s with well over 200,000 miles, because I think folks with either long commutes or travel distances between vacation homes or whatever they may do, they can just jump on the highway and cruise at 80, 90 miles an hour without really any fuss. The car is very happy to do it. So thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you've got questions about the M5, leave me a comment below. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to respect the drive.